Greetings from beautiful, sunny Koh Samui. As you can see behind me, I've got a really nice backdrop of palm trees. This is the view from outside my house where I live on the island. And in today's video, I just wanted to share some of my backstory and what got me from where I was in the United States to where I've been for the past 3+ years, right? So it all started in November 2019 when I was living in Austin, Texas, where I'd been for 6-7 years in between traveling around the world, and I was just fed up with the situation. Right, I was busting my ass delivering food to people on my bike as a delivery driver, essentially, and I got to thinking, like, what am I doing all of this for? Right, just so that I can pay rent and then get through to the next month and do it all over again. It was the rat race. The prices, the cost of living is becoming a crisis in the United States. And I had that forward-thinking vision before I took off. So I had saved up enough money. I was doing some photography gigs, and I got a lump sum of cash, about $1,500 at the time. And I bought a one-way ticket to Bali, Indonesia, because I wanted to visit Bali for many years. I saw that it was an up-and-coming destination where you can basically go, work remotely online, be a digital nomad, live this luxury lifestyle, and become Instagram famous or whatever you wanted, right? So I took off, bought that one-way ticket, and the rest is history, right? I have not been back to the US for over 3 years, and I would say this was one of the best decisions I'd made in my life. There's a better quality of life, lower cost of living. In Thailand in particular, very friendly people, delicious food, beautiful weather. You can travel around. There's more freedom here for the most part. Even during the situation, the pandemic, I would say there was a lot more freedom in Thailand compared to in the Western world. I had to ask for a loan from a friend to get a plane ticket to Singapore. Now, luckily, I had arranged some free hotel stays in Singapore because if you don't know already, Singapore is incredibly expensive. This is one of the reasons why I don't live there. I had those free hotel accommodations arranged by offering photography and marketing services. I had like 3 different free hotels lined up before I took off for Singapore, thankfully, and that kind of helped me to get by while I was in Singapore for about 2 weeks. It's something that I still do from time to time, even here in Koh Samui, because I'm reaching a very, very, very large audience on Facebook, like 5 million people per month on my Facebook page without any advertising whatsoever. If you're interested in more information about that, I'll leave a link in the description below to my coaching program, essentially, or we can hop on a consultation call. But that basically got me through my time in Singapore, and then I had booked a one-way ticket next to Phuket, Thailand. Just picked a place on the map that was close to Singapore, and I decided, okay, let's go here. And the rest is history. I have not left Thailand for the most part for about 3 years. I did have to go down to Penang, Malaysia, which is an island kind of similar to Phuket in Malaysia, to do a visa run to get my non-B visa, which I was then able to convert over to an official work permit for the company that I work for here in Thailand. But that's pretty much the only time I left. Like during the pandemic, they actually offered what was called a visa amnesty, where you didn't even have to go to immigration because they wanted to curb the spread of the virus. So that was basically 3-4 months free ride. And I was living in Bangkok at the time at a hostel where we were basically under quarantine. They'd cater meals, so they'd bring in meals to us every day. And I was just hanging out with friends that I met at the hostel. And, I'd go outside occasionally, making sure to wear my mask. And it would just be a total ghost town. There was nobody around. It was very surreal, and I basically felt like a prisoner in this hostel. It was called Luck Hostel in Chinatown, I still remember. And that was a very challenging period of my life. I was there for roughly 2 months, but at the same time, I was safe. I didn't really have any plans in going back to the US because very happy in Thailand, and this will remain my home base for the foreseeable future. Obviously, I would like to continue traveling around more to like Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines, and I'm hoping this company I work for over here will be an outlet to do that relatively soon. But for the time being, I'm not in any particular rush. I did recently have a motorbike accident while I was over in Kopangan, which was not my fault. I made a video about that, which you can watch up here. It could have been way, way worse, right? But I am still recovering from that and pretty much just working from home, relaxing. There's obviously a lot worse places I could be recovering from an injury, right? Could be back in the United States, living with my parents or who knows what. And that's not what I want to do, right? And luckily, I've finally convinced my mom to come over and visit me in Thailand after over 3 years. She's obviously been seeing all the beautiful photos and videos I've been posting from this island, Koh Samui, and it's looking like she's finally going to get her passport, which would be amazing. She can come over here and visit me. I can show her around Thailand more. If you're planning a trip over to Thailand, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Feel free to drop a comment down below. I'd be happy to help however I can. And I also offer consultation calls and free discovery calls as well. If you would like to pick my brain, I'm a wealth of knowledge. I've had to go through a lot of challenges while I've been over here, and I really just want to start sharing more valuable information, not only on YouTube, but also in my offers and courses and coaching programs as well, to help people make the transition, escape the 9-to-5 rat race, and make a move over to Thailand. So hopefully this story was inspiring to you. I would encourage you, if you're looking to do some more traveling, just buy a one-way ticket, on a wing and a dream, and take off, because most likely it will be one of the best decisions you've made. And who knows, maybe you'll end up coming over to a place like Thailand, or maybe Kuala Lumpur, or Tokyo, Japan. Could be any number of places, and just setting up shop there, because I personally feel like the Western world, America, a lot of Europe as well, is going down the tubes. And a lot of the things that I watch on YouTube are just confirmation bias for that frame of mind, right? So I would encourage you to buy that one-way plane ticket, come over to a place like Bangkok, and leave your worries behind. With that being said, take care, stay safe, peace from Thailand.